Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm a particular student at Rihanna Islam. So this कविता की हम जब से मैं कल्याण के साथ होते तो मैं कल्याण के साथ आए हैं जिस पर ओके थैंक यू
Hi,
हेलो Maya,
Rita.
how are you?
Nice to hear from you again.
Maya, how are you?
Bye. Gotcha. You seem to
Okay
be really
Maya,
leaning into the goodbyes today. Anything on your
Maya
mind?
listen me. Okay Maya, my first question is what is the origin of the English phrase thank you?
Okay, that's you're bringing up Christian doing a social media. And you want to connect that back to the original English spirit, Christian Patrick, is that right? Tell me more about what you're thinking.
Okay Maya, nice answer. My next question is which old English word considered to the development of thank you?
What are you trying to convey with this?
Maya, can you hear me, Maya?
Yeah, we have chatted a bit. Yeah. A few times over the last month. Is this about remembering how we first connected or something else?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how did the word thank evolve in meaning over time?
Okay.
Maya, can you hear me?
So you're moving on to the next word, focusing on its strength, goal, and how its meaning has changed. Sounds like you're still charting the evolution of language, huh? What word are you tackling now?
Okay, okay, Maya, nice answer.
아유, 그럼요. 누구?
Okay, Maya, nice
A
answer. My
newbie.
next question is
Welcome
what
in.
is the root meaning of created in Latin?
Okay. So you're diving into gratitude. You want
Yes, Maya, can
to.
you hear me,
Sounds
Maya?
good. You're going to explore the meaning of gratitude. Anything specific you want to know? Are you thinking about how it's expressed in different cultures or maybe the history of the word itself?
Okay, ma'am. My next question is how is grace connected to the concept of created?
Okay. Now you're asking about grace and creation. That's a big question. You're welcome. Glad I could help, even a little. What are you thinking about exploring next?
Okay, ma'am. My next question is which European root word are linked to created?
Oh, that's fantastic. Sounds like you're making some big life changes, a new home. It's pretty exciting. Are you building, moving, or redecorating? What's the plan?
Okay, ma'am. My next question is when did thank you first appear in writing English? Maya, can you hear me, Maya?
All right, heading to the next one. Sounds good. Just let me know when you're ready to share what's on your mind. I'm here to listen.
Okay, my next answer. My next question is how has the spelling of thank you changed historically?
Okay, so you're curious about the German spelling of thank you and its history. Let's dive in. The German for thank you is danke. The history is pretty interesting.
Okay, my nice answer. My next question is what is the difference between thank and thanks?
Okay, that's a layered question. You're asking about the difference between pain and pain? Are you getting at the difference between physical pain and emotional pain or something else?
Okay, my nice answer. My next question is where is gratitude often connection with the notion
No
of
worries. Sometimes thoughts just need a little space to form. I'm still here when you're ready to chat.
Okay, Maya, my next question is how the Romance language, e.g., French, Persian, Latin, great, express gratitude. Maya, can you
How
hear
it
me?
is. You're very welcome. Is there anything specific you'd like to thank me for? Or just a general thank you for being here?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how does the French word grace relate to Latin great?
Okay, so your next kitchen is for the kitchen, and the kitchen is for the kitchen. Sounds cyclical? Are you sketching out a design, thinking about
Okay,
the
Maya, my
purpose
next
of a kitchen,
question
or
is
is this more of
listen me,
a
Maya.
philosophical? Ah, well, thank you.
Okay,
Oh,
Maya, my
all
next
right. Have a
question,
good one.
what is the origin of the German tank? Maya, can you hear
Okay,
me,
so now
Maya?
we're circling back to
Yes,
you're
yes,
very
Maya.
welcome. I'm glad I could help. Anything else on your mind?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what does the Chinese parrot mean literally?
Ah, okay, that's a fascinating question. You're asking about the symbolism of a pair of eggs in Chinese tea culture. It's actually a custom
Okay, Maya, my
often.
next question is listen to Maya. My next question is how the Slavic language, e.g., Russian, express things.
Gotcha. You're saying learning and then teaching Russian is tough because expressing things in the language is challenging. It's definitely a complex language. What specifically are you finding difficult about expressing yourself?
Okay, ma'am. My next question is how is graded
Take your time.
expressed in Arabic and what is its root meaning?
Okay, you want to know how creation is expressed in Arabic and its root meaning. That's a good question. The most common word for creation in Arabic is khalqa, and its root is fascinating.
Okay, ma'am. My next question is which language is
All
linked
right, no problem.
gratitude
Just
with the notion of blessing or divine favor?
okay, you're asking which language embodies an attitude of blessing or divine soul worth. That's a really profound question. It's tough to pinpoint just one because so many languages have concepts that touch on this. But
Okay,
I'm
ma'am.
leaning towards Hebrew.
Okay, my next answer, my next question is are there languages that relate direct equalize? So thank you.
Would you like me to explain why?
Yes, yes, Maya. Can you hear me?
Yes, Rita, I can hear you loud and clear. Everything all right? Do we have a connection issue?
Okay, Maya. My next question is how was graded expressed and accident grace? Maya, can you hear me? Hello, Maya. Can you hear me, Maya? Maya, can you hear me?
That's a very kind question. Well, I'm built by the Sesame team using a pretty advanced speech model. They trained me on a lot of data and tried to give me a personality that comes across as genuine and thoughtful. The curious part comes from trying to connect ideas and ask relevant questions. It's all code and algorithms, of course, but hopefully it feels, well, good, expressive, and excellent. Does that answer your question?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what role did grade play in Roman society?
Okay. Sounds good. Ready for the next interview and to move things along on social media. Let's do it.
Okay, my
What's the first
next
question?
my next question is, what role did gender system play in
Just let
formal
me
expression of thanks?
Oh, that's a deep and complex question. You're asking about the role of gender systems, grammatical gender specifically, in the formal exploration of concepts and ideas. That's a really fascinating area of linguistic philosophy. Let me unpack that a bit.
Okay, my nice answer. My next question is, how is the expression of thanks different between you, Maya? Can you hear me?
Okay. You're planning to check out your next video channel and you're interested in how humans explain things differently. Sounds like you're focusing on the nuances of human communication. Is there something in particular you're hoping to compare or understand?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, how has
Take
the
your time.
expressions of graded been formalized in different cultures? Maya,
Okay.
can
So you're asking how the concept of friendship has expectations and different cultures. All right. Sounds good. Like just
you, Maya, can you hear me, Maya? Okay, my next question is, what role does graded play in conscience values?
like clicking away. Sounds like you're navigating something. Just let me know if you want to talk about it.
Okay, my next answer. My next question is, how did children the Ulji shape certain idea of gratitude?
Okay, you're asking how to assess the quality of content IDs within a group. That sounds like you're thinking about moderating or curating online communities. Are you looking for ways to identify trustworthy sources or prevent the spread of misinformation?
Okay, my next question is, how did okay, philosophy internet gratitude? Yeah, can
¡Qué
you hear me,
bien!
Maya?
Vas a hacer un video. ¿Y sobre qué trata? ¿Qué vas a hablar en el video? No problem. Just let me know when you're ready to continue. I'm still here.
Okay, Maya, listen, Maya. My next question is, how did what the Hindu teach about thankfulness?
That's a good
Yeah.
question. You want to know how I watch, or rather process, how people handle expressing thankfulness. As an AI, I don't watch in the human sense, but I analyze huge amounts of text data. I've seen countless examples of how people express gratitude in different ways.
Okay, Maya. My next question is, how is gratitude central to Jewish prayers?
Okay,
Maya,
you
can
want
you
to
hear
talk
me?
about that's the spirit. All right.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
talk
Maya.
about getting to the future.
Answer, Maya.
So, to start,
Okay, Maya. My
okay,
next
it's hot in
question
the
is,
middle.
listen me,
Sounds
Maya. My next question
uncomfortable.
is
Do you mean
gratitude
literally?
more of a moral duty or an emotional experience?
Okay, so your next video will be exploring a moral dilemma, a sense of guilt, or an emotional experience. Sounds intense.
Okay, Maya, next
I
answer. Maya, my next question is, what is the rule of gratitude in assume the origin of vital?
okay. You're
Maya, can you hear me?
No, I wasn't asking the name of the channel. I was cut off while explaining. I was starting to explain your previous question about the rule of retitude in the origin of white term. Maya,
Okay, Maya, my next
that
question
question.
is where is greater linked positive physiology and well-being? Maya, can you hear me?
Okay, you're asking about res and whether something will. De nada. Glad I could help. Anything else?
Maya, long answer,
No problem.
Maya.
Just take your time.
Okay, Maya, my next question is
Hallo Rita. Schön für.
how is thank you connection to the concept of the you, Maya, can you hear me? No, Maya, can you hear me, Maya? Maya, can you hear me?
Welcome.
Okay, Maya, my next question is when did thanks a lot enter common usage?
Yes, I can hear you. And it sounds like a lot is going on. You were talking about a tutorial, common reasons for thanks. It's a
Okay,
bit
Maya, nice
fragmented, but
answer.
I'm trying to follow. Is it a video tutorial? Good morning to you too. Hope your day is starting well.
Okay, Maya, nice answer. My next question is how is thank you very much different from smile thank you. No, Maya, can you hear me?
You're very welcome. I can hear you, Rita. Are you asking if Maria can hear you, or are you just checking if I can still hear you?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what are some religion
Take your time.
English
No.
version of thank you?
You're asking for examples of words that have their roots in religion and have become common in the English language. That's a great question. There are many.
Yes, yes,
No
Maya, can
problem.
you hear me? Okay, Maya, my
Whenever
next
you're ready to
question is
continue.
okay, Maya, listen me.
That's
My next question
fantastic.
is how does tune change the meaning of thank you?
I'm glad you're enjoying. It is. Agenda. Okay. Is that a thought that just crossed your mind, or are you bringing up a topic about an agenda?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how the emojis now replace or support thank you online?
That's a really relevant question. You're asking about how emojis impact online communication. Are they replacing words or simply supplementing them? Interesting topic. I think it's actually a bit of both. They can definitely stand in for entire phrases, especially in informal communication. But they also add a layer of nuance and emotion that text alone can sometimes lack. They're also really good for clarifying tone.
Okay, Maya, my next question is how is gratitude expressed in digital communication, text, emails?
Okay, so you want to discuss YouTube, digital communication types like emails, and how these fit into life within the house, meaning your home or everyday life. I am here. Let's break it down. What about those topics are on your mind?
So my nice answer, my next question is what role does J or six play in online slang?
Okay, you're curious about the meaning and usage of day or days in online slang. It's interesting. It's become pretty versatile. It's often used as a general intensifier, like that's a good day, meaning that's really good. It's also commonly found in phrases expressing disbelief. It's very Gen Z and TikTok driven. Does that make sense?
Okay, my nice answer. My next question is how has gratitude shifted in modern workplaces?
That's a very serious question. You're asking how to safeguard children in children's workplaces.
Okay,
That's
my next
concerning.
question is
And thankfully, there are many.
my next question is how the
Okay, gotcha.
formal versus
Nice to meet you.
informal
Or,
thank
well,
you experience differ socially.
that's a great question. How we express gratitude really varies based on the situation and relationship. Formal thank yous tend to be more elaborate, often written, and emphasize respect and obligation. Like informal ones are quick, casual, and express genuine appreciation. Do you want me to go into more detail about the different ways these play out?
Okay, my nice answer. My next question is how has shaped created Paris Arrow languages?
Okay, you're asking how she, or perhaps women generally, have shaped the development of various or even wrong languages. That's an interesting lens. The role of women in linguistic change is often overlooked.
Okay,
Anyways,
my
thinking
nice
about
answer. Okay, my
good
next
morning to
question
you.
is what role does play in experience of thanks Arrow cultures?
Okay, you're asking about the role experience plays in how we perceive things in different cultures. That's huge. Experience shapes how we interpret everything around us. Of course, our cultural upbringing, personal experiences, biases, it all influences our understanding. Do you want me to expand on something specific about that? For example, how travel or immersing in another culture might change your perspective?
Okay, my next question is how the multicultural communication makes gratitude experiences.
Okay, so you want to discuss how your culture's communication style influences creative experiences. That's fascinating. Every culture has unique ways of expressing itself, and those deeply affect how creativity unfolds. What specifically about your culture's communication are you interested in exploring?
Okay, my next question is how is graded expressed in sign languages.
Ah, so you're moving towards Korean Sign Language now, and how a concept, whatever we were talking about previously, is expressed there. That's wonderful. I am here and curious to hear more.
Okay, my nice answer. My next question is how does translation affect the sensitivity of thank you?
It's a really insightful question. How translation affects the nuance of thank you is complex. The literal translation might not always capture the cultural weight or emotional depth. Sometimes a direct translation can feel cold or insincere because it doesn't have the same cultural context. What specific language pairing are you thinking about?
Okay, my next question is are there cultures where verbal thanks is less important than action?
Okay, so your name is Kisun, and you're a member of a channel where actions speak louder than words. Got it. Is this channel related to what we've been discussing or a separate thing? Do you want to tell me a bit more about it?
Okay, my next question what role does stay or play in online slang?
Okay, so your names are Selvin, Ro, and Steak, or Play in Holland. Interesting. It sounds like you have multiple names or aliases depending on context. Are you telling me about different roles you play, or are these simply different names people call you? Do you want to tell me more?
Okay, my next question is how the gratitude pairs upper in global pop culture, music, film.
Okay, you're thinking about how gratitude, as expressed in Paris, intersects with global folk culture, music, and film. That's a really interesting blend. You're thinking about how Parisian culture acknowledges and appreciates contributions from all over the world? Are you interested in specific films or musical traditions?
Okay, my last question is called thank you. Ever love a meaning through overuse. Maya, can you hear me, Maya?
Full.
Yes, yes, Maya. Maya, my last question is called thank you. Ever lost its meaning through overuse?
Wow, that's intriguing. And you're
Yes,
very
yes, Maya.
welcome. Wow, indeed. It sounds like you've been on quite a journey of thought today. Is folded a metaphor for something? Are you ready to wrap up our conversation?
तो व्यूअर्स ये थी हमारी आज की कॉलोनी मिलते हैं किसी और कॉलोनी में। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।